Yo, it's Midas. Let's talk about if you were under 30, you need to invest 20% of your portfolio in crypto, and this is why. Crypto is the future, and blockchain will power our financial systems. Crypto and Bitcoin are no longer a scam. But disclaimer, everything said in this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to always do your own research. And this is why you should listen to Midas while I beat the S&P by 103x in less than a year. If you want the proof, check it on my link in bio. I'll show you my total P&L, which is over 5,000%. And this is why you should listen to me for crypto advice. I have been in the crypto space since 2020, been investing in Bitcoin since 20K, and overcame the FTX crash. I have made over 1.5K% gains by investing in the crypto markets. I do not invest in meme coins. I invest primarily in altcoins that have technical utility. You can see my track record where I call Bitcoin at 20K, Ethereum at 1.1K, Solana at $10, and so forth. I'm able to find these winners before they explode using my investing strategy. If you want to take a look at all my crypto picks, check it on my link in bio. Well, let's get to the video. So this is why you need to allocate 20% of your portfolio in crypto. So crypto is no longer a scam, but is the future of our banking system and is endorsed by the US President Trump. So if you don't adopt this technological boom of crypto, you will lose out on huge gains. I anticipate crypto being that same, more like a niche technology before, it blew up similar to AI. I believe that crypto has the potential to just be that asset that a lot of people just want to get into, but eventually they're going to try to go into Solana, which is $1,000, and they're not going to understand as to why they not enter in earlier. And this is because of the following reasons. Your biggest advantage is time, especially if you're under 30s. Crypto is still in the early adoption phase. The risk reward is asymmetric, and diversification in your investments does not mean only stocks and bonds. You can manage risk without going all in. So, from different news headlines, you might be thinking, who's actually buying Bitcoin nowadays? Bitcoin's like 130K, but who's actually buying it? Well, strategy is still buying Bitcoin, whether it's all-time high prices, all-time low prices. They're trying to buy as much Bitcoin as they can, and they're doing it for a reason. Another NASDAQ company, Sharp Link Gaming, acquires 176,000 ETH for 463 million. They bought it around like 4K USD for one ETH, and they're officially becoming the largest publicly traded ETH holder. Keep in mind, this is a company on the NASDAQ. And GameStop, a company that a lot of you guys might be familiar with the meme coin craze, drops nearly 11% despite initiating Bitcoin buying plan with $500 million purchase. And the reason why a lot of people were selling GameStop was because of the Bitcoin purchase. They think that Bitcoin is a scam. But you really understand Bitcoin and you really see the whole macroeconomic, long-term vision as to what Bitcoin can do to us, as well as BlackRock, a whole NASDAQ company worth 100 billion is buying Bitcoin, you will think twice about thinking that Bitcoin is just a scam. Another NASDAQ company is KULR. They announced a $300 million ATM offering to invest in their Bitcoin treasury. A lot of companies now are trying to leverage into this Bitcoin treasury because they've seen the success of MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor's plan, and that's why they're so bullish on it. Another NASDAQ company is trying to buy XRP with Saudi royal backing as well as Ripple. They're partnering with Ripple, the company that created XRP. This is why I'm so bullish on these strategies that are buying up crypto. But aside from the news articles of many different companies buying into crypto, let's talk about why you, as someone who's under 30 or 20s, need to buy Bitcoin and add it to your portfolio. My first reason is your biggest advantage is time. You can afford to take higher risk because you have decades to recover from drawdowns. And volatility becomes opportunity when you have a long time horizon. The biggest crypto gains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all came from people who were early and patient. Crypto is also still in the early adoption phase. We are not even at full mainstream adoption yet. Institutions are just starting to enter. New sectors like DeFi, AI tokens, gaming, and real-world asset tokenization are only getting started. And being young means you're able to capitalize before it becomes saturated and normal. This is how people found Nvidia back when it's $100. They realized that Nvidia was going to power AI in the future. Same with cryptos, same with these blockchains. They're going to power the financial system in the next 5 years or so. Let's also talk about the risk to reward is asymmetric. If you know about my channel, you would know that I'm very bullish on these asymmetric bets, finding stocks that will go up 10x rather than stocks that have a high market cap and can only go up maybe 100% max. But with small position size, even like 20%, the downside is limited, but the upside can be 5x, 10x, or even 50x. And you don't need crypto to be safe. People have this misconception that they want a safe asset to invest in. If you want a safe asset to invest in, just buy bonds or just stick with ETFs or, the S&P on the stock market. But if you actually want to be rich in your early 20s, you need to be asymmetric. You don't need to find safe investments. And one big win in crypto can outperform years of traditional returns. You might even see with meme coin traders who bought into Trump back when it first launched, and they probably made like a couple $1,000, even millions of dollars, just from buying $20 worth of a coin. I'm not advocating because to purchase meme coins or look into meme coins, I don't advocate that. But at the same time, though, this is why crypto is so different than any other traditional asset out there. Another point is diversification is not equal to only stocks and bonds. Traditional portfolios with the 60-40 rule were built for old institutions, not young individuals. If you want to be rich quickly, you are not going to be following this traditional portfolio advice. And crypto gives you exposure to innovation and technology, not just companies that have already made it. Because you're betting on the future, not the past. We know that crypto is going to change our world in the future. So let's think about how we can leverage this right now. And my final point is you can manage risk without going all in. No one's saying put 100% of your money in crypto. A 20% allocation is aggressive, but smart. You can still keep 80% in more stable assets and use time plus dollar cost averaging to smooth out volatility. And you can get rich on crypto beyond meme coins. This is a common misconception. People think that crypto is all meme coins, all the Trump coins, all about Solana. No, that is bullshit and a beginner mistake. You can invest in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, the big three, for very safe picks, or you can invest in altcoins, which is my main expertise, which are cryptos that have real world technological utilities. These are companies that will be forming our new financial system in the future. But if you have any questions about any of this video, or any questions about the stock crypto markets, give me a comment below and I'll respond when I can. I'm also launching an exclusive Discord called the Midas Circle. If you want real-time stock and crypto calls, access to my full portfolio, become financially free, and join a community of hungry degens, join the Discord community on my link in bio. But if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and like for more. That's all I got for today. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.